All right. Quick shout out to my latest Patreon. I don't know if you want me to share your name, so I won't do it. So my latest Patreon reached, became a patron and connected to my community app, which is this web app here. You can find it on app.nickredmark.com. Link in the description below. So he joined this app, which requires you to become a patron for $1 a month, and he then didn't do anything. And the reason is because the app itself is perhaps a bit confusing at the beginning because you don't know what can you actually do. So it's a personal development app. I use it daily. I use it for almost everything to organize my life. And so I thought I'd respond to you with a video, like explaining exactly how I use it. And I really use it. I'm a kind of a power user of my own app. So let me actually show you how I do it. So, so this app works based on projects. A project, you should think, perhaps projects is a bit misleading because projects are the big areas of your life. So for each big area of your life, create a project. So for example, I have my mission, which is my online business that I'm building. And then I have my health is important. And then I have another project, which is the books that I want to read. And then I just recently created a new project, which is the routines, my daily routines, because basically my routines kind of encapsulate different aspects of my life. So the routines themselves belong to different projects. So to create a project, you just click on this, you give it the title, description. Here, I would recommend you just write your goals with this project. And then your priority basically helps them to be sorted by the most important ones first. If you want to make a book project, then click here, and so every task that you add to the project will be a book. It's just some surface level, like for example here, this is my books project, and now here it's reading list instead of doing and to do. It's just, that's basically the difference between these two types of projects. Let's look, for example, at my health thing. Okay, the display that now is not so nice, so I'm going to zoom out a bit. So this is how you actually, let's also do it, let's zoom out a little more. All right, I'm going to zoom in afterwards, but this is how you would see the whole thing. It's not optimized for mobile. It works, but the design is not the best. On a big screen, this is how it looks like, right? So on the left of a project, you have your goals, and then you have to actually read it from right to left. So on the right, you add basically your future to-dos, the things that you want to do one day. You just add it here by clicking new to do. And for example, clean my room, whatever the description is, and it ends up here. This is your backlog. This is the things that you will do maybe one day, and that you haven't started yet. And then you can pick one of these to do and click on play, and then it will appear here in the doing things. So this is like your current stuff, what's going on in your life right now with this project. Once it's done, you can click on the done mark here, and it will go to your journal. Your journal is basically a chronological order of like things that happened in your project. So things that you completed, but also things that you started, and you can also write journal entries to write updates about how your project is going on. And okay, a few interesting features. You can mark one of your projects as strong commitments. Let me just go back. I want to show you here. You see, this is your strong commitment. And what happens to the strong commitment, you can pick only one at a time. It's going to appear here on the top of your project list, just to remind you, okay, you strongly committed to this one. So for example, I committed to starting my workouts 20 minutes after waking up because I tended to procrastinate that. So this is an example, right? And the commitment stays there until you either retract it or it's done. And then another feature that I started adding recently is, okay, you see this task here, I checked this check progress thing, and as you can see, these like I can start like daily checking, okay, I have done it, I have not done it, and yeah, that's basically it. And now let's enter a bit into the details about like how I use it. Let me zoom in again. So I have the routines, and each routine, and I have 3 daily routines: morning routine, work routine, and evening routine. If I now open one of this, here I basically have a list of all the steps that belong to the routine. And that's pretty much it, and I just check every day whether I've done it. Work routine is similar. I have all my daily to-dos with work, and then my evening routine. Voila. I mean, I adapt these and change them every day or like often. It's actually part of my routine to review my routines and adapt them. And so I'm trying to build daily habits, and I do it with this. Then regarding my mission, I have in my to-dos, I have different kind of features that I want to program for the app. And then I have some, like, I also have lists of blog posts and videos that I want to create. That this is all here in the to-do, in the backlog. And then here, are the things that I do regularly, or that I have to do once and then they're done. So for example, instructional videos are basically things that I want to do, I don't know, on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. Then book videos are these live streamings that I do every day. Concept videos are also live streamings that I do every day. And this is like my recent more instructional video that I created, and it's not done yet because I'm still promoting it. And then once that's done, I'm going to start with another of these like instructional videos. My health, I have my online training program, my big morning, my big morning commitment of working out early, and then I have daily stretching. This is what's going on in my health project right now. And then here in my books, I have a lot of readings, things I want to read. Okay, I'll give you a quick peek to the community tab, because at least for now, everything you do is shared with the community. So on the community, you can see like things that happened, right? I'm going to scroll through very quickly and not show too much, because, well, I mean, the community is kind of closed. And so the idea is let me think. So the idea is you use this app for your own personal development, for your big projects, smaller projects, and so on. And other people who are logged in can cheer you on, like especially when you accomplish something, when you make a strong commitment, when you manage to like stick to your strong commitment, people will say, yeah, good. Or when you read a book, some might ask you, I might check in and say, how was the book? This kind of thing. So it's a personal development community that is kind of, yeah, it's a personal development community that I'm programming. And I like it because as a developer, I can think of my own like mental traps and program ways to work around them, which is very powerful. But also, again, like if you subscribe, then you will be able to join in the conversation and ask me, okay, so I have this problem, how can we fix this in a kind of a programmatic way? So that's it. I just wanted to mainly do it for my new Patreon. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope this helps you. Otherwise, write me a private message or leave a comment below. Thank you very much. Bye.